Hi, Carol. This is Derek. How are you doing today?
I am good. I'm going to put you on speaker if you don't mind. I'm in the middle of putting something together for our party tonight, so I'll put you on speaker, all right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
Good deal. So, did I catch you at a bad time, or are you free?
No, not. We're having an office party tonight, and I'm just putting stockings together. I figured, using my time wisely.
I got you, multitasking.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, I just wanted to get back with you. I know we had spoke about the Sage Leaf property. I had a chance to review the video you sent me and get it over to my partner and have him take a look at it. And I think me and him are on the same page. We're definitely interested in the property. We understand the task at hand and getting these people out, because I know they've gotten a little comfy if they've been in there for over a year at this point.
Yeah.
So I think our offer, we like to just give ranges to just see what you guys are thinking. I'm not here to beat you up on numbers. Like I told you last night, I don't think I would be close to the 140, but I don't think I'm too far off. I know when me and my partner spoke, I think for me and him, we were around the 112 to 120 range.
Okay.
Is that something that you guys would consider, or?
Yeah, I mean, we'll look at that. I did pull up another property that's on the other side of that. There's a big road there with like ditches on either side, and the property has been fixed up. It's been on the market for 14 days, and it looks a lot comparable to my mom's, like same floor plan, same square footage, yada yada, and it's selling for $225. And I know you have to get those people out of there. I don't know that I'm assuming that they're taking care of it because they're living there. So yeah, I do understand the task at hand. So the highest that you want to go is 120?
Yeah, I mean that's kind of, if I'm gonna be straightforward with you. That's where I would feel comfortable landing. And it's funny you brought that up. So yeah, Beltway 8 is the big road right there, the big tollway. And we actually are buying a property on Monday. It's on, and I can send that to you. It's basically on the other side. And yeah, I will say homes are selling a little higher over there because they haven't flooded. Did the house, it's only flooded one time, right? In Harvey, or?
I think it's flooded twice. I remember the first time it flooded was in like 97 maybe.
Oh, okay. So a long time ago.
I mean, yeah, a long time. I mean, she's lived in that property for years. And then it flooded again, that last flood that you guys had, that, people were going, the really bad one.
Mm-hmm.
So that was, I don't know, 6 years ago, do you think? I don't remember how long ago that was.
Yeah, so probably, I think Harvey, I mean, that was 17. So maybe not that long ago, but close enough. But what I was going to say was Sage Cliff property, we are purchasing that one. I think it's 126.5 is what we got it from. But it's very similar to your mom's, how you said she took that money and put it on the inside. They basically did the same, but on the outside, money that they put in, it wasn't from a flood. So around the 120 to 125, that's my comfortable spot. And I know you said you guys put some money back into it, so I want to make sure you get the money you put out and walk away with something as well. And maybe some of those liens, what I was going to say is we can help you. Sometimes a lot with those liens, they'll take a lot less, but I mean that's something that we can get into if we can agree to something here.
So do you think that they'll take less on the reverse mortgage even, or do you think that wouldn't be a negotiable thing?
Unfortunately, with mortgage company, even when I hear reverse mortgage, it gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Because usually what happens, at least your mother was in a better position, what usually happens is they have a first mortgage, then the reverse mortgage you find out about. I don't think that they will on the reverse mortgage. We'll definitely ask. I mean, the worst they can say is no. But I do think that I think you said there was a couple other liens that may be on the property. We can definitely discuss those, or credit card debts, especially since it's in foreclosure, and we can show them that and like, hey, a 500 is better than 3,000, or 500 is better than nothing, really, because that's what they're going to get if they,
Right. I think I'd have to look because I had all this with an attorney, and I know she sent me everything, as far as what was owed, and I want to say, I think the only place that came forward saying that they wanted money was American Express. I think.
Okay.
But I'll have to look at all that. So, okay, so now if you're saying between 120 125, I think we could probably work something out because, again, this has just been a thorn on my side. So how about, because I'm getting ready for our party, I will not talk to anybody else. It's been going on for so long. And to be honest with you, I have had calls, until recently I was having calls at least once a week, maybe more often, people sending me stuff saying they wanted to buy it. And the whole situation with these squatters, you know what I mean? I didn't want to get started with somebody that then backed out and said, oh, this is going to be too much for us. But it sounds like you guys are fine doing whatever has to be done. So my husband just left a few minutes ago. We're getting ready for this party. I want to go through my email so I can find out exactly how much she owed to who. And so how soon would you be able to close on all this?
Yeah, so that's the joyous part. So one thing I want to touch base on, you made a great point, and I'm sure you know this in real estate. Unfortunately, most investors are not licensed, neither am I, but they do not work with a moral code. I would highly advise, and I'm sure you already have, do some research on Ben and I, and you can look. I think we have almost 40-something 5-star reviews at this point, and there's a reason for that. We're smaller local guys, but we believe in taking care of people. So, and because I know the area so well, I'm willing to take the risk. And I never want to evict someone, but I also don't believe in people freeloading for a year either. And you having to come back and deal with this problem. So that, obviously I appreciate that. And we would love the opportunity. Once we get paperwork going, if we can pencil down a number that works for you and your husband, you feel is fair for both parties. We would go ahead and, I'll DocuSign you a contract. We'll get that going with our title company. Title commitments, typically, I tell everybody 14 days worst case, but we're hoping 7, but Christmas is next week as well. And I'm sure, after today, most people are not going to be working.
Yes, I'm a realtor, so I know how tough it is, during the holidays when people take off and stuff just sits on their desk, and I totally get that.
Yeah, but I mean, you've already done the legwork for us. You've been through the probate process. You've done all the hard stuff, so I don't see there being an issue. So I would say, if it works for you, I mean, what would be ideal for you guys today, if we could, probably?
Well, the only thing is, like I said, I'm getting ready for this party, so my mind is kind of a little jumbled because I'm putting letters on stockings right now for employees. But I would say Monday we can put together a contract. I think that let me look at my calendar and see if I've got any meetings.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, I'm going to pull up a calendar here too, because I don't want to just give you dates. But as soon as my point... Go ahead.
My Monday is pretty open.
Okay.
So I could go... I don't know that I'll go over my emails this weekend, just all this holiday stuff going on. But I could make it my goal on Monday to go through all my probate stuff, make sure I have all that together, see who has to, owe what money, call the reverse mortgage company, see if we settled. I'll just pick a date out of, January 3rd, I think is a Monday. Like if we settled on that date, what would be owed on the mortgage, just so I can get all my numbers put together. And then we could touch base, I would think around noon on Monday, and if we agree with everything, I would think we could get everything signed and going on Monday.
Okay, yeah, that works for me. And what I can do, because we're simple, we just use a track contract. I know it's long, but a lot of that applies for realtors since it's a cash as is sell. But that way, you can review it. We can do a trek or a 1-page, whichever you guys prefer. I'll be happy to connect you guys. You'll be in the loop the whole time with the title company. Just so you know, we do pay, all the closing costs. There's no commissions. It's literally, we want it to be the easiest thing you've ever done in your life. And
yeah, that's awesome.
And we can, like I said, once we have that clear title, given that next week is Christmas, we can close as fast or as slow as you want to. So that's really up for you. Whatever you say, whenever you say go, that's what we'll do, and we'll put all the pieces together and get everything we need done.
Okay, and then also the attorney I use for probate, her name is Erin Bro.
Okay.
And I'm going to give her a call and let her know so that if there's something else that I need to do. I know I got all my probate stuff together. I got, it takes like a year to find out how many people owe money, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But I got all that stuff together. But I just want to touch base with her and say, hey, we're at this point that this is what we're doing. Is there something I need to file then with the state that says whatever? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And then the title company, they're gonna pull all that too as well. And with her, I mean, if she's in Houston, I would love her information because we have quite a few probate attorneys that do pretty much what she does, and they have these situations, and we kind of step in and help out. So any way we can be of service.
Right. Yeah. Okay, that would be great. Okay. Well then. I mean, where I stand at right now, I've been dealing with this for so long, and I've been letting it just sit on my desk thinking, okay, next week I'm going to call and do this and this, and I'm just like, shoot, I'm over it, The only thing that I would ask is when the squatters get out, if they leave anything, I'm not asking for anything other than if there's personal photos or anything that happen to be left there from my mom. If there's furniture, TV, whatever, if they actually do have anything left over. She had a jewelry box there that had like costume jewelry. I'm sure they sold all that. But when you guys get in there, if you see, family photos or something like that, rather than who's ever cleaning it out, if you can put it in a box. We have a FedEx account. I would give you a number to send it to us. That would be my only, and I doubt there's anything there. I'm assuming they threw everything away. So I'm not expecting it, but if you guys would see something that looks like something personal,
Yeah, no, I mean that's the least that we could do to help out. So yeah, I am happy to do that. I'll be happy to get these people out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, and make it a nice home because
the neighbors will be happy too. There's a woman that lives right next door. I'm not going to say anything to her until we have everything settled.
Mm-hmm.
But then let her know so she can let the neighbors know that they'll be leaving.
Yeah, and I would love her information. We love, as soon as we buy a house, one of the first things we do is we go talk to every neighbor.
Several days later.
With the area, just because, like I said, we have the other one on the other side of I-10, and like I told you, we're purchasing it for 127. So, like I said before, I mean, as long as I'm in the 120, even if I had to match the purchase of the other one just to get it done, I want you all to feel comfortable. Like I said, the thing for me is not so much the number, but more of the speed of getting things going, just because I don't, like I said, I really hated when we lost that house last month, and, it all had to do with timing.
Oh, I bet.
And then I have another house.
Well, I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
If you guys could go to 127, I will sign all the paperwork this afternoon. I will email it to the reverse mortgage company, and I'll call the clerk of court and everybody just to say, hey, you guys have what time is it there right now? Isn't that 2 hours difference or one?
I think we're just one. It's 11:35 here. Yeah, you're on Eastern time, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm from Tennessee, so my mom's always an hour.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the 12:30. Again, I would rather, especially in my discussions with you, and I know that you guys are, I'm a realtor. Everybody's trying to make some money, and I just feel more comfortable because if it goes to auction, who knows who's going to buy it and what they'll buy it for, and the end result might end up going back to the mortgage company, who knows. So I'd rather just get it taken care of since I started talking to you and I feel very comfortable with you. So I would say if you could go to 127, write up the contract. I'm meeting somebody at 1 o'clock, but I'll be back at my desk at 3 with clock your time. And we could do a call and go over the whole contract, and I could sign it today.
Okay, gotcha. And just thinking about that contract, because I'm going to call my partner when we get off the phone. He's at one of his rentals right now. Okay. But so if we could do the 127, what else is important for you on the contract? Obviously, we're going to do earnest money. We're not going to do an option. I don't need an option. We're going to try to get it closed as soon as possible. I'm going to make sure you're in all communication with the title company. You already know how that process works. Is there anything else that's important for you that would need to be in the contract just for you guys to feel safe on your end?
Well, what would be the amount that you put in your escrow account?
Got you. For earnest money?
Or do you do that there? Yeah.
Yeah, for earnest money, I mean, just like a regular purchase, we typically do 1% or less. It just depends on what you guys, feel comfortable with. So, I mean, if we did discuss the 127, it would be, $1,200. And I actually have two closings tomorrow, so I can take that with me and, have that going. I could get the contract emailed in this evening and money dropped off in the morning when I go to my other 2 closings, and we'll be off.
Yeah, and I think that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's. I mean, we do a lot more than that here for earnest money, but we're talking regular real estate transactions, not what you're getting yourself into. Yeah, so I think that's fine, and
yeah, and that would really
Otherwise, other than that, I would just like something in there that says any personal effects that may have been left in the house, including photographs, including family photographs or heirlooms, which I can't imagine. She used to collect coffee teapots, but she sold all those. But I just like, if you guys get in there and start clearing out stuff, in her closet there was a box, because I left everything there after she passed away and I walked through the house. There was a box of photos in her closet. That, if those were still in there, or if her hard drive from her computer is still there, because my mom had Alzheimer's, and we realized how bad it was when we walked through the house, and she was making all these notes about what her name is and what her dog's name was and what her birthday was and stuff like that. So, and I know she had done a thing with the Alzheimer's Association. So I would just like, to see where she was really at when she passed away. But if that's not there, it's okay.
Okay, no.
You know what I mean? I am almost positive that those squatters have been there so long that they sold all of her stuff or threw it away or did whatever with it. But if there would happen to be anything there, and I wouldn't even have to take a walk through the house, you could just tell me, hey, there's nothing there. Or you could say, oh, there are these photos here, but they all have dark complexions, which would mean my family's all white Caucasian. It wouldn't have been us. You know what I mean? Gotcha.
Yeah, and I'll be happy to put that in the provisions for you. Any personal items left of value can be returned to the sellers. Okay, and then the $1,200 for earnest money, and then 127, and then okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give my partner a call. And is it okay if I just shoot you a text and say yay or nay that works?
Yeah, that's great.
And if so, then like you said, you can give me a call. I have to go check on one of my rentals as well, but I will be available. And then maybe we can hop back on the phone. I'll take my laptop with me. I'll go ahead and start working on this, and I don't see why we would have an issue, and we can get this going today, and I can get title open with the title company today and drop off earnest money tomorrow, or send in a wire this evening, whichever's easier.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. And I'm usually from like 1 till 2. I will definitely be back at my desk at 3 o'clock my time. And if you call me before that, or you text me before that, if you call and I don't answer, I'll just text you back and get back with you in a few minutes. So.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to just put a note here. We'll just shoot for 3 o'clock, which will be 2 o'clock my time. And then if it needs to be a little later, that's totally fine. So that's good.
Just if we could get everything taken care of today, then today would be the start date, which is the 20th. So that I don't know how long it should take to go through title. I know for sure there's, going to be the property taxes that need paid, which I printed that out, and I want to say it's like $4,500. So stuff like that is going to come up as a lien. I don't know what else will come up, but we'll find out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we can get everything pulled up. The title company is pretty quick. I mean, given it is the week of Christmas, but we're going to shoot to be closed no later than the second week of January. I'm really going to go for the first, just given, title commitment, the holidays, and how lazy people get right now.
Yeah.
But I get it.
And as soon as I get all the signed paperwork and everything is signed and complete, like I said, I will send a copy of that to the reverse mortgage company. I'll call back the numbers for the person I talked to at clerk of court, so I could send a copy of that to them so they can take it off their docket, and whatever else I need to do.
Okay, yeah, and title company, you said you've already been through probate, so they'll probably pull those through the court, but they may require a couple documents. Yeah. And then we do, after the contract, we get that submitted, they're going to send me over a seller information sheet, and you'll just need to fill that out. I think the only sensitive information is the social number, but like I said, you'll be tied in with the title company, so you can send that directly to them. I don't need it. It's just really for them to, like you said, pull the liens and everything. But I'm sure you know how all this goes. But Texas and Florida is pretty similar.
All my probate stuff. I got all my probate stuff I could email over to them because I am sure they're going to need that. And the name of the attorney. Like I said, I emailed her this morning. I haven't heard back yet, but that doesn't surprise me. I don't expect her just to be sitting waiting at her email to see what's going on. So just in case I need to do something else with her, I know she had said before about opening an account for the estate, and I haven't done that because there hasn't been any money, so I might need to run and do that, but that's not a big deal and nothing that affects you. Okay,
gotcha. Okay, well, I think we're on the same page with everything. And then if you have any questions or anything come up in the meantime, when we hop back on the phone around 3, I'm always available. I'm an open book, and if I don't know the answer, I know somebody smarter than me that does, so we'll figure it out.
Okay. Yeah. I say that too. Oh, you're younger and smarter than me. You'll know how to do this. And then I'm like, oh God, they don't know either. That sucks.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I always tell every seller it's like eating an elephant one piece at a time. So we'll get through it.
Okay. Well, very good. Well, I'm looking forward to this. So I will talk to you again in a little while.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much, Carol.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, and that was pretty much the close, guys. This one's going to be pretty solidified. Like I said, it's an SEO lead, so we already have that report built. We've been working on this since you guys seen the last video. That was right before the weekend, and we did go up on price, but the other house that I'm buying across the street, I'm buying it for about $50,000 more than this. This one is in similar condition. However, this one did flood, but I drove by to see it the other day. The squatters, they're in there. She sent me the video. The house was updated before they moved in, so hopefully they've taken care of it. And this will either be a quick flip, like we'll go in and do light work, or we may just relist it as is, but we have a long road ahead of us. I just want to get the contract going because it is in foreclosure as well. But these are just the problems we deal with. So I hope you guys like this video. Ignore me looking like a mess. I just got back from the gym. But I appreciate you guys watching these videos. There's a lot of gems in the first and second part of this video with talking with the seller to closing her. And I'm going to get this contract drawn up, and we'll talk at 3 and solidify it with her over the phone. If you guys notice, I always want to ask, who else do you need to talk to? What other questions do you have? Because we don't want any other objections coming up. So she pretty much told me everything I need to put in the contract. So we're going to get this bad boy drawn up. But if you guys made it this far, I truly appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Until next time, peace.